I have. All right, but here to tell us how to enjoy some sweet treats without packing on all these pounds is Chef Marisa Churchill, the author of the upcoming book, Sweet and Skinny. Is it really possible?
It is possible. I know it seems impossible, but it really is possible, and this is the perfect time to do it. I mean, we haven't made it all the way through the holiday season yet. We're looking for some guilt-free treats, and this exotic hot chocolate is a great way to do it. We just use skim milk or low-fat milk instead of whole milk.
Okay,
so
now,
that's a good start right there.
Every time I use skim milk in this, I always think it loses a lot of flavor. So you are going to compensate somehow with some flavor?
Yes, exactly. Well, that's the exotic hot chocolate part. We're going to add a bunch of extra flavors into it. I'm using unsweetened cocoa powder, and then instead of sugar, I'm using Truvia, which is a natural zero-calorie sweetener. Made from the stevia plant, Reviana, which is it's the sweetest tasting part of the stevia plant. So it's great if you're, say, for example, diabetic. You can't have sugar.
So you're saying that Truvia is actually from a plant?
It's actually from a plant. It's not a chemical, so that way we don't have to feel guilty about eating it. It's
like
natural. That's yes, exactly. That's important.
Okay.
We have some fresh vanilla bean here, a little cayenne for just a little hint of heat. You know, if you don't like heat, you can always leave that out, and some cinnamon, like you get in the Mexican hot chocolate. So adding some extra flavor. I also like to put some star anise into it, which just gives it another really nice hint of flavor.
I've bought those before and never used them. You can just dump them in and the flavor kind of comes out of them?
Oh, yes. They've got a great, strong flavor. So you only need a couple. They'll last you forever, as you apparently know, since you had them for quite a while. Now you have something to do with them.
Years in your cupboard.
Exactly. And so then we're just going to go ahead and let this heat up. We'll add in some unsweetened chocolate as well. And that's it. We just stir it together, heat it up, bring it to a boil, and then you are good to go. If you want, you can always garnish it with a little cinnamon stick.
Make it look a little pretty.
And
that's really good. And it's really spicy. I like that.
It's good to have a little heat, especially right now. It's cold outside. And I heard that one of your producers was getting married, so I thought that one of the cookies from the cookbook would be perfect because this is a low-fat kurabiede, which is a Greek version
of... In English, what's that?
Yeah, the Greek. It's a Greek version of the Mexican wedding cookie, which we, of course, are all familiar with.
Good. Okay, I always feel like people do these low-fat cooking things and just fill it with chemicals and artificial stuff. You're saying you can do this and still keep it natural? You
can do this and you can keep it natural. What you need to do is you need to look at things like using natural fats such as nuts. When you cut down the butter, you can substitute with something like a low-fat cream cheese, which has half the fat and calories of butter. The butter that you do use, you can brown, which is going to enhance the flavor, make it taste like it's a lot richer than it really is. So there's ways to do it and do it naturally, but to still get great flavor. I mean, that's the thing that a lot of people are dubious of, is it still going to taste good?
Exactly. Well, I can tell you this still tastes very good. All right, Marisa Churchill, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I'm impressed. And Dave's coming over, and we're sending over to you guys.
Yes, exactly.
Can I try this?
Good.
Yes.
Good. Be prepared, it's hot.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, it is a
delicious.
little spicy.
What's coming up, guys?